Hi friends, it's Vicky, me love Bono, and this is a video response for Cheri, who is scrappin' and a rappin'. I added a vowel there. It's actually scrappin', in rappin'. Her scrapbook layout challenge. First of all, Cheri, thanks for doing this. I personally wish we had a scrapbook challenge here on YouTube to do once a month. I love the layout challenges, and I love this one. Girl, you made it hard for us. I made one whole layout for the challenge, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it was supposed to have a white background. So, where's the problem in that? I got another scrapbook page done and a little bit out of my comfort zone. But let me tell you something. It's not been a good month for me. Just family things, stress, change, and I have to tell you something. 2012 hasn't been the greatest of years. And you guys know when you're in a funk or when family dynamics are out of whack, you could have won the lottery, the $10 million lottery 6 months ago, but when you're in that funky, stressful place, you just don't see good in anything. So I think that's where I was at here recently. So I didn't have a problem with the things that Cheri wanted us to do for this challenge. I did have a challenge trying to think of the best thing that has happened in 2012. Well, remember I told you I created another page and did the wrong background. And I'm sitting here going, well, besides the event that I did on that other page, not too much has been good this year. What am I going to do now? So, I actually called one of my friends. We've been friends for at least, I'm thinking, 14, 15 years. And we don't get to talk as often as we used to. She is raising her granddaughter. I have my grandson around. And here's the funny thing. Our grandkids are like 10 days apart in age. My grandson is just a little over a week older than her granddaughter, and we don't talk as often. And I've been upset, and I needed a voice of reason and somebody that would tell me, Vicky, your thoughts on this are wrong, or Vicky, your thoughts on that are right, but either way I love you. So I called my friend Jill. When I hung up the phone from her 3 hours later, we talked for 3 hours. And that's actually, we've talked longer, believe me, that's not unusual. It's unusual for the past few years because we've both been so busy, but it's years ago we would talk 2 to 4 hours at least once a week. Anyway, when I hung up the phone from my friend Jill, my problems and my situation was no different, but I felt like 1,000 pounds had been lifted off my shoulders. Everything that seemed so horrible when I called her was not as bad when I hung up the phone. The certain places that I had been beating myself up, I had a better view on, and I love her. The minute I hung up the phone and I just thought about how lucky I am to have her. Within minutes, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's who I'm going to scrapbook about, because this minute, for this time and space and in this moment, thank heavens I have Jill. That was a great moment in 2012. And maybe I just hadn't thought that in a while. I've always appreciated her, and whenever we get together, we laugh and chuckle like little girls, and we just haven't had time to do that in a while. And believe me, we did laugh. Even through our conversation, even though there's some crud that's going on, we still laughed. That was the best moment, one of the best in 2012. And it'll be the best time forever, as long as she's in my life and as long as she's my friend. And Jill, if you're watching, I love you. This layout is a 12 by 12. Now guys, look, you know Wanda, right? I introduced you to Wanda last time around. I love her. Thank you again, Jan. Okay. 12 by 12, white background, splattered ink, line drawn around the perimeter of the page, but I had to do some journaling, so I had to stick it in between the lines. I hope I'm not disqualified. Listen, Cheri, don't disqualify me. I got the blues. If you disqualify me out of this challenge, listen, I might jump off the roof, which would probably only break my leg. Okay, and then I'd have to depend on people to take care of me, and that wouldn't be a good thing. Anyway, I hope that doesn't disqualify me, because you'll see here when I zoom in that I put some journaling in. Whoa, okay. It's one picture. Here's my wood veneer heart from Diana on Facebook. Here are my flares from Badges and Buttons, or Buttons and Badges. Here's more wood veneer. Those are also from Diana on Facebook. Two types of thickers. And hang on, I even saved them so that I could tell you what they are. The black thicker is Rain Boots, puffy, and the white thicker is, let's see here, it's this, and it is, why do they cover it up with a sticker? Doesn't Hobby Lobby know we do YouTube videos, and we have to be able to see what brand they are, what, oh, here it is, it's Gift Box. This is called Gift Box. I like those too. And if I bought them at Hobby Lobby, my goodness, those have to be about a year and a half old, because that's how long it's been since I've been to a Hobby Lobby. Anyway, oh, what other requirements? Best thing of 2012 to this point was talking to Jelly Bean. I outline the edges of my papers. Now, let me go back and tell you some things about this layout. That's the challenge stuff, okay? The cardstock is Avalanche by Basil. All of these little different patterned papers came from either the best of Brenda Walton or the best of K and Company, one of them big paper stacks. I'm trying to use my paper stacks. I don't know why in the world I ever bought the paper stacks. My taste has changed so much. I love October Afternoon, crepe paper, the designer cardstock. I told you all before I've become a paper snob, but I'm making myself use those paper stacks. Anyway, I wrote around the perimeter here with my Uniball Signo gel pen. I inked around the edges with Color Box charcoal. These little leaves here were sparkly when I got them, and they're from a company called Trico. Trico, Trico. I bought them from my friend Mel, who is like Hearts 1217 here. I don't think she sells them anymore, but you can actually go to trico.com and find them for $1, but you got to order several. The flowers are from I Am Roses. This is their curly rose here. And let's see, what else? I put a little glitter here and there, stickles, diamond, on the flowers and stuff, just to give it a little twinkle. I even put a little bit on my spots. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is Mr. Huey's, and it is warm calico. You know, I just started to buy these in the past month. Like, this is one of my first Mr. Huey's. You know, I could live without them. I like it. You know, I could live without it. Anyway, I put a little diamond stickles on the 2 female figures, and this is me and Jill holding hands because we're besties. And what the funny thing is, oh, I could tell you so many stories about Jill and I. We used to work for this guy, and he made a comment about us being inseparable or something. So we used to laugh and joke that we were Siamese twins. Anyway, isn't she just beautiful? There's the one picture. I told you about that. I told you where all this is from. I guess let's zoom in, right? Yeah. Let's zoom in. Okay. As you can see, I kind of mixed in my journaling around the line. I'll tell you what it says in a minute. You can see how I inked around the edges of my layers. Oh yeah, that's another thing that the challenge called for. You had to layer paper. And I did. Is Jill beautiful or what? She just, you know, she's a beautiful woman inside and out. This is taken a few years ago. There's the flowers. I used my, oh crud, Scotch quick dry adhesive to glue my flowers on. As y'all know, I had like 9th degree burns after using my hot glue gun last time, so if I can, I just use one of my quick dry adhesives when I use flowers. It reads, "This is Jill, my friend." I'm so lucky to have her. I've had some good friends in my life. I always try to be selective in using the word friend. I am well aware that I have acquaintances and I have friends, and I don't think it's fair to give that title of friend away to anyone. So there you have it, my friend Jill, and that's my entry. Hope you like it. If you have any questions. Oh, I forgot to tell you what it says. It says, sometimes we don't talk for months, but whenever I've needed her, she is there, and she is the voice of reason. And I hope she feels the same way about me. I do love her, and that's what it says around the edge. Hope this is good. Thanks again, Cheri, for having the challenge. You know, it really made me create this week because I was in a nasty mood and I just didn't feel like doing anything. So this really prompted me to do a scrapbook layout. And Jill, thank you for being there because it gave me an idea of what to do for one of the best times in 2012. Even though it was a bad time, I had somebody there to hold my hand, and that is invaluable. Thanks, everybody. Me and Wanda say bye. You know, I was just thinking, oh, you think I'm going to leave and then I don't. This week, I wish that there was another finger pointing up on Wanda, if you get my drift. I told you guys I'm in a bad mood, but guess what? Lucky you. Lucky you. I'm going to do some more layout shares. I can already hear ya. Yippee! Yay! See y'all soon. Thanks for watching.